Hello, everyone. I am Renowned Zero. We are back yet again talking about Rippaverse Detractors who are extremely salty today because Eric July gets this year's Richard DeVos Young Entrepreneur Award from Northwood University, and they are crying and coping and seething and hoping one day that Eric July will fail because this is what normal individuals apparently do. They pray for the downfall of someone who they don't like. It is absolutely fantastic. And then again, they sit here and they wonder why nobody cares when these clowns get canceled from C2E2. They continue to show why nobody cares for them being canceled at C2E2. I of course put my opinions out there in two different videos talking about how these people shouldn't be canceled, but now, quite frankly, I'm just gonna stop giving a shit. Because this is how these weirdos act. When anything happens to somebody that they don't like, they gotta dogpile, they gotta talk their nonsense, they gotta talk crap all day long because they have nothing going on in their lives. They get no pussy, they have no friends, they have no life going on. Their entire existence is miserable, and we're all gonna just sit here and laugh at these absolute clowns. So, from the Rippaverse Comics account, saying our founder Eric July was awarded this year's Richard DeVos Young Entrepreneur by Northwood University. We're more than thankful. We'd like to congratulate the 20 under 40 as well as all the honorees of the 2024 Outstanding Business Leader Awards. You are incredible hosts. As always, we're going to talk about the Yara #1 campaign numbers as people like to count this man's money way too much because they're too bitch made. But $1.335 million at 9,810 total purchasers, over 16,600 books, destroying the sales goal of 300K at 445% of the total. Blade Devil 2 Chains of Blood, as always, 156K. Back it if you want it. After, of course, you read the first one, you can get from Sick Fox Studios Unlimited, as always. So, we're going to start here with Thunderduck, the bitch-made clown. Why did Eric July get this? Because of the money he made on ISOM 1? Has anybody criticized his books in detail other than EVS? Yeah, you had Dickie Boy Masterson. His critiques were absolutely stupid because the moron said that putting a hand on someone's shoulder is akin to assault. So that would immediately tell me to discard his freaking review because he clearly didn't read it. I wonder why he got this now at this moment when the Rippaverse is failing in books and books sold and purchasers. It's another distraction. Hashtag Rippers and as I cry and seethe like a total beta male. Fuck out of here, man. Clown world with these weirdos. As the books continue to sell more than Cybercuck, cope and seethe. Cope and fucking seethe, you fucking losers. All of you are losers. Every single one of you CG cucks out there that out here supporting the nonsense that is EVS doing his little shitty trash cast because it's the only thing he can actually do now rather than make books and draw books and ink books and, get Kyle Ritter, a fantastic colorist, some work. This is what you end up doing. Coping and seething like a little beta male every single day that a black man in indie comics is successful. This is your life now. You're consumed by another person's success and another person living rent-free in your head. To which LG absolutely ratios you. He got the award because of his success with the Rippaverse. Just because you could barely get a participation trophy in your third grade remedial spelling bee doesn't mean other people can't enjoy success. Go have several seats. It's honestly impressive how he grifted millions of dollars from his fans, but the jig won't keep going. Where's the grift? Define grift. I got my books. That's not a grift, you idiot. Oh, wait, but you don't care about that. You just care about talking nonsense and sucking the tea of the state like a goddamn good little boy, getting your little paper from the state. Crack smoker. What's more impressive is how y'all continue to sit here and spew the same retarded shit that gets debunked constantly while ignoring your other creator friends. What got debunked? The ISOM is a well-written story. It's called having an opinion, stupid. You should probably look up the definition of what an opinion is. Yeah, that was debunked when it was released by biased crack smokers.
They're doing crack!
By biased crack smokers. Regardless of how one feels about Eric July and Rippaverse, the fools fail to see the bigger picture. Eric July, an indie creator, is getting acknowledgement for his work within the indie space. That opens doors for other indie creatives as a whole. By that definition, Ethan Van Sciver should have been acknowledged a long time ago, not just for his comics, but promoting others. He only promotes people he actually likes, but he ends up backstabbing them anyway. So who cares? He's not really promoting anything when he just ends up backstabbing them after he gets a payday. Helping out other creators in need, like the ones that Eric actually helps, like Razor Fist, Irene, Graham Nolan, Shane Davis, EVS himself. Nobody gave a shit about EVS in the Ripper Eric July circle until he brought up CG. Having them on stream, he's had Razor Fist, Shane Davis, EVS, Irene, what's his name? Jim Palimata. Stupid. Basically giving indies a big boost, and he gets nothing because he's a bitch. Counting another man's money that he'll never see. Have I made a video? Doing it right now. Cool, some more trash cat stuff for Ethan and all us detractors who have no life except sucking the teat of the state and crying about another man's success constantly. Because Ethan can't sell books, only promises and only drama. Reduced to a drama tuber by a channel with under 2,000 subs. Because I live in your crack smokers' heads rent-free.
They're doing crack!
As I give you your emotional damage to your brain that you can't seem to fathom or go on in life. Because your envy and jealousy is so terrible. It's so bad. We far exceeded nonsense levels. He makes making fun of you, Ripatard. Why wouldn't he continue with it? Because he can't do anything else. He can't actually put a book out. He can't actually get Rainbow the Brood out that took him 6 years to do. He can't get Snowman out, even though he said it was going to the printers, as he didn't update his backers on the campaign page. He can't get out Cyberfrog 3. He can't get out Fearsome. He can't get out Dark Harvest. He can't do anything but cry and whine and bitch and moan and cope and see the mold over somebody coming up in his industry and absolutely just taking a pimp hand and slapping the shit out of him. Fucking beta male ass bitch. Because he's just another overweight, out of shape, 350-pound, almost 50 racist piece of shit, washed up comic pro. Oh, well, I wonder what that describes. Oh, yeah, the people that Eric has always said all of his haters were. Fat, out of shape, and white. But y'all want to get offended because he calls y'all out of shape and white. Fuck out of here, man. Sturgis getting really fiery today as I tag Daddy Ethan because I'm a bitch. Because you need help. You need help from Daddy Ethan. Because you can't fight your own battles, little bitch. I don't know how you make it through trash cats reading this crap. They all suffer from rippertitis, another word we just made up because we're retarded. And need some blood honey to cure the disease. Congratulations, you got 12 likes in like 8 hours. As you tag Ethan that I have blocked. You mean that trash book no one talks about? That he made 5 or 6 different campaigns to say he made 2 $1 million campaigns? Keep coping, you clown. I'm sure that's going to sell a future project for you. As LG would say, funny he has to tag his daddy Ethan, right? I don't have to tag Eric July when I make posts. I don't have to do that gay shit. The pimp of comics. I'm supposed to take this man seriously? Who takes Ethan Van Sciver seriously? Outside of dummies. Outside of people who are waiting for their late books. More quality. Meanwhile, manga can put out more quality in less amount of time than a freaking washed up comic pro. The fuck out of here. Brothers and sisters, we are the best. I am the best businessman in the comic book industry. Well, clearly he is doing better than all you clowns. With your money, I achieve making a lot of money with my comic books. The Rippaverse is great entertainment. It's like you're trying to make fun of the way the man speaks rather than listening to what he's actually saying. Because again, you will never reach this level of success without being a bitch and sucking the teat of the state and sucking the teat of these people that you think are going to help you. You're going to love all the new forklifts we'll be purchasing as you cope and seethe and all that nonsense. Cope and seethe. This is all it is. His YouTube doesn't make much to fund business. His music career, nope. Has to pay 25 employees last year. Artist, inkers, merch, website, warehouse rent. That's why he started Rippaverse. No, it's not sustainable. 8 million raised for how much your royalties promised. Again, you are bitch made when you start to count a man's money. That's how far we've come. You know I'm something of a DEI token, illiterate, culture war grifter who couldn't write himself out of a 3-entrance industrial park as you have a picture of Air July in your profile picture because you're a clown. I present the Kamala Harris of comics as Black Angus Reviews. Let's check out your campaign. Oh, yeah, that's right. You only have 9 backers in 3 months. Because you spend so much time crying and bitching about the Rippaverse that you claim that God gave you the mission to destroy and burn. Here we have Matt Barr absolutely destroying and clowning your ass. Ha ha ha, thanks. Now my turn. I checked out your campaign. Looks like a effing waste of paper and ink. You're asking people to pay you real money for this, you effing grifter? Yeah, this piece of garbage right here. After he likes to say, oh, it's Norfolk level stuff. Norfolk, the band from ISOM that I forgot for a moment because I haven't read ISOM in 2 years. I'm definitely supposed to remember everything, especially it's a portion of the book that's at the very end that probably not a lot of people even go to anyway. Oh, this is where you draw the line. The paycheck must have come in. Yeah, because everybody gets paid by Big Bad Eric Light. He's pulling the strings. Remember, he's pulling strings. He's paying everybody to talk nice about his comic. No, we can't just, even though Matt Barr has been very indifferent about Eric July's comics, and people like me and Bruce apparently get paid, and Az gets paid after, Eric July gets the Blaze paycheck that he apparently still gets, that he funded the Rippaverse, apparently, according to these clowns. This is AIR. His thumbnails are AIR. It's a scam. Talking crap about Tony as he deserves it, because he's a clown. Oh, of course, don't you have that jacket, Daddy Ethan? Fucking thought. LMAO, DEI Comics. Yeah, because, he definitely doesn't, hire based on merit, not just because people are black. I think the only black person he's actually hired was Kanan White, and Kanan White has merit. But I'm sure at some point, Ethan will talk a lot of crap about him, even though he recommended, Kanan White to Eric, as I'm sure Eric was going to hire him anyway. Yeah. Clowns. EVS, anytime someone else gets acknowledgement in comics, he feels so hurt. Guess what? You got ratioed. You got ratioed by Hale the Lore. You got ratioed by John Douglas. And you got ratioed by LG. So I hope you enjoy all them ratios you get in. Because you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Because, 20K views for Comics Gate Kings. But when you talk about Air July, you get 33K. Because that's all you have now is an audience of crack smokers who just sit there and cope and see them mauled over the black man making more money than you. That's all you ever do now. No matter how you parse this, you and Eric combined can't match up to EVS. EVS isn't washed up even though he has 6 to 8 campaigns that are late. Hashtag where's Snowman. Hashtag where's Dark Harvest. Hashtag where's Rainbow the Brew. Hashtag where are the Cyberfrog 2 orders that people are missing. Hashtag where's Cyberfrog 3. Hashtag where's Fearsome. What quality comics? He has 8 late campaigns. The comics that no one talks about the story, just the artwork. He's really fired up still. Let's listen to the hate again that he spews out towards Eric as he hates the fact that he has a real working business that he can actually, keep up with.
Almost entirely white kids that are like, I have a black friend on the internet. You realize that, don't you?
I have a black friend on the internet. Oh no. Because people in real life have never had black friends before. Fucking clown.
You realize that, race really does have a lot to do with why people like you, because people are like, well, look, this is great. Like, there's a guy on the internet who's a black guy who...
From what I remember, leftists say that people like you have white privilege. So, where's your white privilege right now? I thought it was supposed to help you in some kind of way. Clearly, it ain't helping you do shit. The only thing you're doing is being all angry and mad because the big bad Eric July made a comic book company that got more money in 4 campaigns than your 29 campaigns that you claimed. 2 of the campaigns were $1 million, which is incorrect. You only had $1 million campaign, and then you got shitted on by the quartering as you deserve it, and said you're never going to make another $1 million campaign, and you haven't. Oh man, the mighty neckbeard destroyed your bitch ass.
Shares my politics and probably doesn't hate me because of the color of my skin. And it turns out that you do. Turns out that Eric does. He looks at you and he sees the color of your skin and he just goes, this is some gay shit. You think I'm going to beg white people? White people?
Oh, you mean he doesn't play victim like black leftists do, like with Black Girl Gamers and all the people that, you know, kicked out Gothics and hated Gothics because all you clowns, again, suck the state because more reparations when you were never a slave, and neither were your grandparents?
For anything, that's not who I am. That's some gay shit.
Your whole live stream is gay shit. Your whole live stream is gay ops. Your whole entire YouTube career now is fucking gay ops. You bitch. Let's also listen to this clown talk about how Rippaverse works for him. As, you know, of course, the lightning ball is made of a penis because you're all gay. Working them gay ops.
I like that he's poking his head out at the end. It's funny. Lil Heck Glue says, how much this big cost you, EBS? Listen, here's what I do. I see talent, and I go after talent. I saw the Rip-Off Verse puppeteer. You know, I said, yeah, you're working for...
You mean the clown that can't even make $200 a month on his shitty Patreon? That guy? That's the guy you went with? That's the guy you got talent from? That you claim has talent? Even though every single video is about some YouTuber that's way more successful than you will ever be in life? Or he'll ever be in life?
For me, dude. So go subscribe to the Rip-Off Verse on YouTube for more videos. He will be creating exclusive puppet shows for this show. We'll be getting 2 or 3 exclusive puppet shows every week. New puppet shows. I told him...
So you're going to get exclusive gay shit. You're going to get exclusive gay shit is what I'm hearing. Because your show isn't already gay as fuck. Your show isn't already full of gay ops. When I caught my first paid piggy in my Ripper coat trap, his wallet was this big that it is. As you have a puppet of Eric July as your profile picture looking like an absolute clown. Okay, who airbrushed out the Saska sisters' polygamy wedding to Eric's ceremony? Yeah, you're one of those people who were talking about, oh yeah, he's having some kind of affair with the Saska sisters. Clown, shut up. Here we go. Targeted harassment towards the university. They're not going after the university. EVS pays this account money monthly to go after Eric July and others who EVS is mad at. This is also cancel culture tactics. Here we go. Rip-off verse. They've done it on both pictures of Eric now. Hey, Northwood, you should really do your homework before dishing out trinkets to snake oil salesmen as you tag the damn university because you're a fucking pussy. Acting like you're a damn tough guy. I'm gonna tag the Northwood University and be a cancel culture pig. Fucking bitch. Oh, I was just enjoying watching the comments that people were writing on Northwood U Instagram when the scammer Eric's post. Now they disable comments. What a effing see you next Tuesday. Bro, do you understand how fucking gay you are? You gotta be the gayest motherfucker on here, bro. Life smacked you down, Sturgio, because I know how to be racist, because EBS taught me how to be racist. My life is actually pretty great, J. Baba Cook. Successful career, successful YouTube channel, making comic book quote-unquote pros cry. No medical problems, in pretty great shape, all things considered. I'm doing just fine. You have none of the above. Well, this is the disgustingness you went with. Need I say more? Apparently, this is what you married. This chick is more muscular than you are. She probably pegs you at night. And he says, but your real job then, Sturgis. None of your business, maggot. Stop smoking crack. Also, hashtag who is Sturgis. This is what you look like. This is the person I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be scared of this. This limp-wristed, crackhead ass looking motherfucker right here. I'm supposed to be scared of that. Come on, Fanny, you're just some overweight keyboard rodent that worships a con artist that doesn't care if you're alive or not. Come on, Chunky Chips, why don't you back up your mystery words, you absolute mess? But you look like this. You look like a fucking crackhead with your limp-wristed ass. Turtle-looking motherfucker. In real life, you wouldn't say it to my face. Con artist, did you pass 3rd grade? I got the product that I paid for. MFers like you would get smacked up real quick. Well, in real life, you go to sleep like a fat sack of crap. You're totally overweight. You never had a fight in your life. Haha, brilliant. Your experience for a fight, quote unquote, is you being a stuntman getting your ass whooped. That was what you passed off as being in a fight. Was you as a glorified stuntman who don't get paid a lot. That's what you passed off as being able to fight. Bro, ain't nobody on this planet scared of this. There's nobody on planet Earth that is scared of a crack-smoking weirdo like you when you look like this. You know damn well you hiding your fat behind that gay-ass jacket you got on. Shut your bitch ass up. That's the type of crap you say underestimating your opponent like that would have you screwed. You got a weak jawline, homie. You think a guy like iDrive Pro couldn't whoop someone's ass? The dude would laugh at you. Y'all fat as hell and completely hilarious. Love it, serious. Love it. How long have you been fighting for my chunky internet pal? Oh, you mean the one that you said was fat because he has a 4XL shirt from the Rippaverse? Even though the dude, with how tall he is, would fucking grab you and probably destroy your bitch ass. I say, hey, you're the one that tried to talk crap about him getting a 4XL, not me. You're the one that has closeted feelings for other men. After all, the only ass you've ever touched in your life are the ones on your puppets when you shove your hand up there. You ran away from the question like a pussy and just waffle on about something unrelated. Answer the question, you overweight pig boy. How long have you been fighting for? I imagine that's what you actually sound like. That's why I use this voice for you every single time. What are you talking about? Again, why am I supposed to be scared of this? You look like a mental asylum patient. I'm supposed to be scared of that, apparently. I said, you figured that out once you figured that out since you underestimated me in the first place. It's more fun to watch you squirm. You have limp wrist. To which Matt Barr even clowns on you and says, I bet that makes you want to go to a gay bar again. I expect you to get a custom puppet, but the turtle with AIDS must have had a bad week. You're slipping, turtle fucker. And here's LG absolutely, again, ratioing this clown. 86 likes. Absolutely ratioing him. Now we're going to get into, of course, the Mr. Flip-Flopper himself, Thor Odinson, who said before on June 12, 2023, the mainstream comic industry may be a rotting corpse, but indie comics like Comicsgate and the Iron Age are only getting better and better. Back ISOM #2 by Eric July today. Yeah, just going to leave that there so you get some context for this fool. You paid for a book by Cliff Richards. You instead got a book filled with 3D clip art, so no, you never actually got the book you paid for. This is how that book should have been credited. Yeah, then you would have got what you paid for. We'll give you a Forrest Gump voice because you sound retarded. Here we go, John Douglas. You can't enjoy the book I don't like for these reasons. I paid for the story, says Justin Moretti. Then you know you never got what you paid for. It's because ISOM has no story. Nope, my book was drawn by Cliff Richards. I have the book in hand. I guess all those other DC and Marvel books weren't drawn by Cliff Richards either. You're okay with those, but not when he draws for the Rippaverse. There's no SketchUp on my book. You're the same clown who tried comparing a movie budget to a book budget and got laughed out of the room. Shut the fuck up. So now let's go down to the absolutely insulting comments that's supposed to make me feel terrible, even though I don't give a shit. Just know you have no idea what you're talking about when all the proof is out there. You just choose to ignore it all. Again, until I see the artistic process of how Cliff Richards drew this book, I don't care what you weirdos have to say. And even if there was 3DS that's references used, who cares? Why in the world is this supposed to affect me in any way, shape, or form? If I enjoy the artwork that is presented in the comic, how does this affect you negatively? I still have yet to have one of you fucking clowns answer this question for me. One, you didn't even know what Norfolk was. It has been proven time and again the book is full of 3D assets after you've been told by somebody else, because you didn't actually know whether or not someone used references. You talk as if everyone bought Rich's books while he worked at the mainstream. As always, learn what words mean before you use them, says the guy who uses words that he doesn't know the meaning of. Meanwhile, the people that I've seen were hyped when Cliff Richards was actually announced as the artist, the interior artist for the book, because I'm pretty sure those people are actually fans of comics and you're not. You're just a fan of sucking on the teat of EVS as he fucking withers away into non-existence in the comic book indie scene because he's a washed-up comic pro who's almost 50 years old, still crying about a black man being successful and literally watching every single move he makes. What makes their argument the most brutal self-own? With all the claims that it's merely quote-unquote clip art, this so-called clip art not only absolutely destroyed every single campaign the CG trademark owner put out, but more than a few of the most successful ones combined. Correct. Dude, the amount of self-owning here is just so... I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love it. I don't give a shit how the images regenerate. I'm paying for how the whole package looks, and for the story. If that's good, he can paint them with AI over and over again until he's satisfied with the result for all I care. Exactly. Is this an actual joke? An April Fool's? Even Eric July is admitted there? Or SketchUp assets? Pasted into the book? It's over 9,000! No one was okay with Cliff Richards when he was in the mainstream so much that no one even knew who he was, even though all the people I've seen that were hyped for it knew exactly who he was. People found Cliff's artwork that was created on an asset site. People also found Isom's couch in another book that has Cliff's artwork. Those are undeniable facts. No one is okay with either one, so then recreate the book then. So if it's so easy for you to just take some assets and do a little simple fixes here and there, why don't you do it yourself? Create your own fucking comic then if it's so easy. None of you guys can do it though because you really just talk out of your ass. 3D asset or not, the book is shite. According to who? According to who? Literature Devil didn't think so. Mark Millar didn't think so. I know people will clown it, but your boy Zach didn't think so. Even Chuck Dixon said that he's getting better at writing. You're lying, and the fact is you got suckered or just stupid. Isom is cheap 3D assets. People that draw for a living told you this. Actual 3D artists told you this. And people have shown the assets and how to throw filters over them to get the results you claim don't exist. Yeah, from the freaking guys like John Malin and Shane Davis and EVS who have all admitted to talking about 3D assets and using them, and even had videos of EVS tracing Giant Stadium and using light boxing. But we're just going to ignore all that because we like those guys. We're going to ignore that they do the exact same shit that they cry about. By the way, Alex Ross is better than all of them. Cope and seethe with that one. What do you mean nothing was drawn? All of this is fake. Those fake Isom comics, those fake Alpha Core comics that were drawn by Joe Bennett, who penciled Immortal Hulk. Those are absolutely fake. As you're going to cry into the night of Isom #1. You're going to cry for 5 years to come about Isom 1 and not see the improvement from Cliff Richards into Isom 3 and further beyond. Because Cliff Richards isn't going anywhere because he didn't bend the knee and fire him like you clowns wanted him to. So, if you don't like the books, nobody cares. By the way, I just want to say, you are a proofreader for Cyberfrog Wreck Planet, still isn't out. Snowman still isn't out. Godlike still isn't out. Where are they at? If I get Godlike and I see one, and I've said this already, if I see one grammatical or spelling error throughout the entire book, I'm roasting your ass. I'm going to post that bitch on here, and I'm going to roast your ass. So we also have Nick Naylor says, I'm not seeing the issue. If a book is credited to a specific artist, the artist should have actually drawn it. It's essentially false advertising. Where did it come from? Do you think that Cliff Richards didn't do any work at all? I mean, did they? If they use a tool to assist, it's just a tool. Yeah, they did. It wasn't just quote unquote assist. There are entire pages full of 3D assets just dropped onto the page and little to no drawing. Characters with 3D assets dropped onto the page and posed in any other book. This wouldn't have been a huge scandal. Again, what is it affecting you if you don't care? You could have moved on by now and stopped acting like a fucking bitch all the time. Stop being a fucking beta male and still crying about this shit months later because EVS told you to. To which I said, me, enjoy his book. You can't enjoy book. Me, why? You, it wasn't the way I like. Me, continues to read books. You, read. Me, looks at One Piece's over 1K chapters with 3D assets. It's bigger than every mainstream comic, and it is accessible to any and everyone. I don't give a fuck about your opinion of my reading material. Get some pussy. Because this is what it does to a man when you get none. It turns him into a beta male. Quote by, of course, John Douglas. It's funny to me that, 31 likes later. Absolutely hilarious. So a simple question: do you live on your own or with your parents? Because apparently this matters. It's simply this: none of your business, random person online. This basic concept is lost on these retarded individuals. That you never got what you paid for because ISOM has no story, as you told this person here. We're sorry your brain hasn't developed enough to understand the story. Meanwhile, people who didn't flip-flop like you did understood the story, and we've done breakdowns. This is the bullshit I'll be talking about when these weirdos try to force their own opinion on someone else. Because, again, you could have moved on a while ago, and you could have just shut the fuck up. But, of course, you have to harp and bring it into somebody's brain that has no story. Hey, Nervice, is this also part of the message? Is this a DEI award? For what I've learned from watching your videos is that we can't trust the success of POCs because of DEI. No, you can't trust POCs that are hired based on the color of their skin, not their merit. Dummy. Shout out to Night Ronin. Why would Gary call out the success of a friend? Eric July turning 200K into a multi-million-dollar business is impressive for anyone. There's no substitute for hard work. You should explain that to EVS. Yeah, you should. Because apparently, drama tubing and crying all day about someone having success is work. Good job showing the world how racist you are. You repeated a line made by Vito. He said, Eric says it's industry standard, and now all of a sudden a bunch of these types of people repeat it as if it's true. It is not industry standard, and even as bad as comics are now as an outlier because it's shamed and ridiculed by pros and the fans alike. As he showed a video of people doing the same thing you're claiming is not true. But yes, we're going to go right over to Super Killer where you got this actual line from, because I love making fun of y'all and exposing you for your nonsense. Let's see where it's at. He says, you people made this book happen. For that, I owe you the world. Short of me dropping dead of an obesity-related heart attack, there's no universe in which I don't get you everything you've been promised, even though it's fucking late and garbage. I would sooner leap off a cliff than fail in my mission to deliver you this absolute super grifter book. Now, I know there's some very strange lunatics like to claim that delaying a comic book is some massive insult to the customer. No, it's not delayed, buddy. It's late. You tried it. You failed. Shut up. I think it's exactly the opposite. It's a promise to you that we refuse to release a dog biscuit of a book, even though it's an absolute dumpster fire because the script was leaked and it was shit. And that we won't deliver goods until we know they're worth your time and your money, even though you're putting it out digitally for free after these people bought it. Point is, if you want a book rushed to print featuring overseas art house labor and ran by a knuckle-dragging imbecile, I have a few titles I can recommend as I don't know how to spell. Because it's so funny how you make fun of the fact that people can't spell and some grammar and spelling errors, yet in updates you can't even bother to check your spelling. You fucking fat motherfucker. Eat more White Castle. You might fucking learn something. You might actually... Never mind. You're gonna pass away from that. Again... And we have Richard Embryo who says, Pig boy, as you look like this, you take up 3/4 of the screen. You know, we had quarter black Garrett. You got 3/4 fat motherfucker. We got 3/4 of a fat motherfucker on the screen here. And I said, this you? As Rippaverse says, you photoshopped his face even though you screenshotted it from a live stream. Shut up. Just shut up. As you only sell 129 physical comics to people and 120 comics retail bundles. With this dog shit of art that you have, as you claim that ISOM is so terrible, yet you came out with this absolute dumpster fire right here. You came out with this dumpster fire after you were talking all that shit about the ISOM artwork, yet you came out with this dumpster fire of artwork right here. And it's no wonder your freaking book is $5. This looks like shit. It was probably printed on toilet paper. And it's only 20 pages. Just like a mainstream comic without ads. Amazing. And last but not least, as we close the video, I'm just going to read this message. My haters are the most retarded individuals on this platform. They try to treat me as if I make no money, but yet they try to count it. They are also the only ones who blow the amount out of proportion while I just simply say I make money on the platform. YouTube. Lon BR and many other clowns like him make claims that he has no basis for, yet all these clowns have clearly showed they have no idea how you make money on YouTube. When you sit up here and try to count another man's money, all it does is show the world how bitch-made you really are. If the amount I make on YouTube is of no concern and so little, why are you worried about it then? Oh, it's because I can do it successfully and you can't. That's what happens when you succeed at something like YouTube that these clowns can't fathom that someone like me can do it. The only thing these types can do is hate on your success because they aren't seeing any of it. Weirdos like this act like we're in high school still and try to flex our money. Only insecure individuals do that. People like EVS have to watch Eric July's every move. Dogpiling on me isn't going to change the fact that the washed-up comic pro got passed up by someone who has more discipline, support, and enthusiasm for his product, and he has become reduced to drama-farming content made by me. A guy who is indeed monetized. Me. I am monetized on YouTube. I've been monetized on YouTube since August 2023. You fucking clowns. Just because you need to make up lies about somebody, it just shows how insecure you are in your life. And go ahead and bookmark it all you want. Do what you need to. Do what you need to that makes you happy in life. Because apparently I'm the lolcow. You can't be a lolcow when you know people are making fun of you. That's kind of the point. You're only a lolcow when people are making fun of you and you don't really know it. I could care less what you clowns do. The difference between me making fun of y'all and y'all making fun of me, I single-handedly destroy every single one of you, and you guys have to dogpile on me, and all you do is feed me the content that I use to shit all over you and make money off of you. So please, continue to fucking dogpile on me, as it does nothing for me but fill my pockets with money, as my awesome audience watches my videos daily, and I appreciate them all for any of their donations, views, some memberships, new people subscribing to the channel, as we work our way to 2,000 subscribers, so that I can now further be the 2,000 subscriber channel that makes this cocksucker go down to being just a drama farming content creator. Go ahead, do it. Do with that what you will. Do what you must. Because nothing you crack smokers can do as far as making fun of me is not going to make me stop absolutely destroying you in my videos for 40 minutes for my audience. So please, cry, cope, seethe, mold, put your fucking thumb in your mouth, get a milk bottle, whatever you got to do to cope. Because that's all you're going to be doing. You're just going to be coping, seething, molding, crying, being in fetal position. As the black man in indie comics makes you all cry like beta male bitches. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. Please do consider becoming a member at the join button down below for just $1 a month. It really does go a long way. If you don't want to spend the buck, don't sweat it. I do appreciate you just for simply watching the video, commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.